this is Swati Krishnan, and I will be telling you about the principles of design which I have noticed or observed in the pictures which was shared. So these are the pictures, these are the basically designers, interior designers from where I have taken the designs and pictures from, and I will be highlighting some of the principle of designs in them. So it is there on your screen, the 5 interior designing firms which I have choose. Okay, so coming back to the first picture, in this first picture, I noticed that there is a design pattern. There is continuity in this design. Okay, and then I can see texture over here. So I can find texture here. Then in the inside, if I see, it gives me these basically these ottomans give me a kind of a movement. I don't know how many people would find it like that, but these are actually giving me a contrast over there, contrast of color, and as well as it is giving me a moment because the ottoman chairs are repeating here. In the next picture I can see that basically I can see a movement in this part and in this part as well, which I'm marking on. Also, this statue basically gives me a kind of an isolation. So these are the two things which I have observed in this picture, and I can find texture as well on the wall. Now coming to the third picture, in the third picture I can see that there is a movement here, and there is a movement on the top as well in terms of the lights which are there on top. Also, if I can see over here that the chairs are repeating each other, and if I divide this part into two sections, basically I can see a kind of an asymmetrical balance over here. Moving to the fourth picture basically tells me about the isolation, and here I can see the eagle showing the contrast. Also, these railings are there, which is a kind of repetition, and here I can see texture. Here in this picture, I can see this big light, which is a kind of an isolation. So here emphasis through isolation is given as the light is too big as compared to the entire room which is there. Okay, so that I can see over here. And also there's a kind of an asymmetrical balance as well in this image. In this image, I can also see a asymmetrical balance because there is a symmetry. The color, along with the color palette and all, on the wall, I can see texture, and on the, we can say, on the floor also texture can be seen. These shelves can be repetitive because they are repeating itself again and again. So okay, so here I can see a contrast on the wall, color contrast. This chair also is an example of color contrast. Along with this, I can see repetition. And here I can find textures. The wall also has a kind of texture in it. Now here, this is an example of color contrast. As the entire section is kind of a grayish palette, this is only thing which is blue. And there is, you can say, there is a symmetry over here. There is an asymmetrical balance in this picture. repetition are there on the windows. So thank you for listening patiently and being there on my presentation. I hope I have done the things well. Thank you so much.